and they were saying like how they had a rule where the person couldn't talk. And again, some people talk your head off. I get it. Yeah. She was rushing to go to like a little Caribbean carnival in Atlanta called Igloo.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up.
Hey guys, what is up? It's been a while since I've actually been on camera. This is my first actual background type of video that I am recording in my new place. So a month later, here we are. I'm so excited to get back into the world of videos, hair tutorials. You guys have been asking for it, and I just needed a huge woosah and break from here. But in this video, I'm going to be installing a wig with OMG Her Hair. So love the brand. They kind of stepped their packaging up, so I'm here for it. So I'm gonna assume that the hair got stepped up too. The hair was already good, but now I think it's like a little bit better. Hair is Yaki straight, which means it is not silky smooth. So I actually want to talk to you guys in this video about just the hair industry. I seen this really interesting post, which was posted by Ghostly Hair, and she was kind of talking about, is there a huge disconnect in the world of hair and in black hairstylists? And there definitely is. And so a lot of people chimed in on it. I talked about it on my stories, and I feel like it is a huge topic that we need to actually talk about. Will things change? Most likely not, but it helps to keep the conversation going. And I'll explain to you guys why my hair looked the way it did. So I basically been washing my hair like every 2 days since I came back, because I like my gel ponytails because there's less heat on my hair. The problem with that is after like 3 days, the Eco Styling gel turns my hair white, and then from there I have to rewash it to get the white flakes out of my hair. So again, so my hair is not dirty. If you've seen any white stuff in it, my hair just got the gel in it. I already plucked the hairline. Back in June, I actually went ahead and I got my first sew-in in a very, very, very long time, right? I was actually really scared because, you know, you always hear these stories on the internet. I'm gonna fix my hair underneath, so don't judge me, but you always hear these stories on the internet or on Instagram about people getting basically fucked over by stylists, and you're paying for a service, so you would assume that you would get great service, right? Now, that's not always the case. So it was 3 things that were like major issues. 1, they either had no appointments. Nobody has appointments nowadays. 2, if you reached out to them, chances are they were not reaching back out to you. And then 3, if they did reach back out to you, they just had attitudes. So now just like when you put those 3 up, it's like, who do you go with at that point? She responds back like once a day, if that. And then I had asked her like, hey, I do have a YouTube channel and I would love to, record the experience of somebody doing my hair. She said no. She said she wasn't down for it. Cool. It still kind of made me wonder, but I was just like, I respect it. I'm cutting the lace off, by the way. I feel like ever since I asked that question though, like the messaging was never the same. It was already bad to start off with, but I feel like it just wasn't the same. Cool. Right now, obviously I have to go to Dubai, so I need my hair done, and nobody has appointments, and the appointment is going to be on Saturday, and I can't rebook even if I wanted to because she stopped responding after a certain time. I pretty much just asked her like, hey, you never told me where the location is, you never told me what time to come on Saturday, you just said come on Saturday or whatever. At first I'm kind of like not trying to go in with an attitude, but not trying to go in irritated, because I feel like that will set the vibe. So I asked her like, do I come with my hair washed and stuff? She said, no, I don't need to. She'll wash it. Well, I assumed, because she didn't say I needed to, so I assumed she would wash it for me. That's probably why she didn't answer. So now it's Saturday. I get to her salon, and I made her life a little easier. I already dyed my bundles. I already washed my bundles. I already washed and blow dried my real hair. I just wanted to get in and get out. My appointment was for 12 o'clock. I get there 12:20-ish. When I got there, I was a little confused, waiting for her to respond back. I really didn't want to be late because I know stylists, and being late, I ain't trying to get charged anything extra. I get inside her salon exactly at 12:29. I don't even know who the fuck the stylist is. I have no clue who the stylist is. I I'm just sitting there. So I'm like, hey, I'm here for so-and-so. I don't even know who she is. I don't know how she looks. I ain't never seen her before, even on her Instagram, because she doesn't really show much pictures of herself. So I'm a little confused. Eventually, I asked one of the other stylists, like, hey, who is the person that's gonna be doing my hair or whatever. I knew her name. So I see her like running around frantically, I guess trying to dye somebody else's bundle. So I'm like, oh, I already know what kind of party it's gonna be. She's obviously not ready to do my hair, but I'm thinking maybe she came early and is finishing up somebody else. So long story short, her braider comes and I make sure I ask. I was like, hey, is she gonna be able to do my hair before you start braiding? Because you're not gonna do your trick where you start braiding my hair and then I'm stuck in the chair. Like, I'm not falling for that trick. She was like, yeah, whatever. Obviously she gonna say yes. So does my braid, starts braiding me in like a circular motion, nice and fast and everything. Stops me halfway to finish somebody else's braids. Okay, so now we're on rotation. It's half braid, finish. She finishes me, so she finishes the other girl, calls me over, braids the rest of my hair. Now I have a whole thing and she sews it down. So at this point, I'm kind of irritated because yes, you braided my hair in like 30 minutes and it was the neatest braids. Cool. But I can see what's happening and I can see that she booked too many people for one time. So she finishes my braid. Then the girl starts sewing somebody else's closure sewing. And I'm like, you have to be kidding me. Like, literally, the girl that got her hair braided first, she was finishing her sewing. So at this point, I'm getting very irritated and I don't care if you can see it because I'm like, if you don't start me within the next 20 minutes, I'm leaving. Like, I don't care. Braided and all, I'll pay for the braids and I'm out. Now, I will say, this girl could sew fast as hell. Like, when I say she sewed that whole closure sewing in like minutes, that's besides the point. Okay, even if it was 45 minutes, I came at 12. I should have been, with the way they moved so fast, my hair should have took no more than like an hour and a half. Like she braided my hair so quick, it probably wasn't even 30 minutes like all together besides the braid. And she sewed that girl's hair in so quick, like I was actually highly amazed. Then she starts to sew my hair. She puts the net on, but at this point I'm irritated because I heard her tell the third girl, hey, I'm gonna curl you after. So what she did was she sewed on the first girl's all her hair. I guess she had washed the girl's hair or dyed it. I don't know. So I guess she sews hers in order to put her under the dryer to dry her bundles on her head. Now she starts sewing me. But then before she sews me, I actually hear her tell somebody else that's also sitting there, because I'm wondering like, why are girls sitting there? But she also tells the girl, I'm gonna start you soon. I'm thinking the girl probably is going to somebody else. And before she started putting the net on my hair, like she didn't even ask me if I wanted a net, because usually I don't want a net because it's too itchy and I feel like sometimes the tension pulls my hair back and I do lose my edges, and my edges are very sensitive. Ever since I was a kid, I can lose my edges like that. I was kind of like, but she put it on, and I think the minute I sat in the chair, I asked her, I said, hey, you're gonna finish me before this third girl, right? She was like, I don't know. Why? Like, I don't know. And I was like, because I was here before her for 12 o'clock appointments. I'm not understanding why we're like, I'm not understanding. Like, I have somewhere to go. And I was lying. But at this point, it seems like you're just putting, like, no one has an order in here. So she was like, I don't know. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't know. Now, as she's sewing on the net, she gets tighter. So I was like, please don't pull the net tighter. Like, in my head, I'm like, if you have an attitude, we could stop this right here. Like, I'm asking you because you're wrong. Like, we don't have to finish the hairstyle. We good. Like, so she was like, well, I have to pull it tight in order for it to stay on your head. So I let her do her job, but I'm like, if you get too tight, because obviously I could see she got an attitude after that. Like, get out of my head. So she starts sewing on the thing. Now she's sewing on my bundles. I'm getting a side part. She sewed up to like right here, mad fast. Like, I kid you not, in like 20 minutes, just sewing through that shit. So I'm like, all right, maybe she will finish me ahead of time. No, she stops right here and tells me to go sit down. And I'm just sitting there and I'm pissed. And I'm like, she literally has until 2 o'clock. After that, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here. I will finish the rest of my shit myself. You already did half the job for me. Charge me. I'm not paying no full price. So then she finishes, the other girl finishes her. And now I'm the last one, her last client in there. So I think I was just like, see, this is why I do my own hair. This is why I don't go to hairstylists. This is why I don't fuck with certain people. This is why I don't want to try new people. Because to me, that's unacceptable. Like, I'm a new client and I'm asking you. Mind you, one of her hairstylists already then did like 4 people and did some bomb ass hair. Like I was this close to asking her stylist, like, do you have any available appointments today? Because I'm gonna put the combs in, but I'm not gonna put it in like where it's digging my scalp. Now she's sewing through my hair. I would say she finished my hair like with styling and everything, and it wasn't until I think she had asked me a question. She asked me one question while she was, mind you, this whole time she didn't talk. She never said her name. She never said who she was. I don't know who the fuck was doing my hair. She never said hi. I'm thinking if I should just, I want to make this wig glueless, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really trying to put glue in my hair right now. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna style it first. No, towards the end of her doing my hair, mind you, she's sewing fast as hell, and so that's kind of why she was working so fast. And I didn't realize that until like the end of the conversation when I heard her asking her friends about it or saying something. Towards the end, she kind of softened up. She got a little bit nicer. She asked me a question, and from there we were talking like it was all normal. Like she was nice, whatever. I was like, oh, okay, she's a sweet person. We actually both are from like the same state, same area, and so forth. Both Caribbean. And I guess when I heard Caribbean, I was like, heh. It makes sense, and I'm Caribbean, so I could say that. But it makes sense why this is, you know, I'm just gonna say certain Korean people, they just do business a little backwards. Hairstylists, to be exact. Because I remember when I was a kid and I used to get like my weaves and stuff or my hairstyles done, you'd be in there till fucking 1 in the morning, no matter how old you were. So when she said that, it kind of made sense. But I was like, that's not okay. Like, not gonna lie, she hooked my fucking hair up. Like my hair was, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know what? I might come back. And that's what happens to a lot of us when we find somebody. Like, I feel like that's what happens a lot of time when it comes to stylists. And even though we should hold them accountable and speak the fuck up or never return back because we actually like the end result, it's like, well, I already know what kind of bad you're gonna give me versus me trying somebody else out a whole nother time. And so that's what I think we fuck up. It's like, oh, tag me on it. Mind you, this whole time she doesn't have my Instagram or anything like that. But she's like, tag me on Instagram, blah, 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 or whatever. Now, in my head, I'm like, no, because I was already venting about you on my close stories. So, a lot of people were asking whatever. So, I did kind of tag her, but then I just didn't like the vibe that I got to start off with, regardless if we ended good. So, I did take the tag down. And again, she never reposted it or anything. So, I kind of was like, maybe she didn't see it. I don't think she's seen it. It didn't say seen by her. I ended up sending my aunt there, even though she's the one that referred me to her in the first place. But she was like, I never could get her to answer me. So it was just weird that I was the one that was able to write her and answer, and she answered. Again, this is before she knew of any of my social. She didn't know any of my social media. This is before I even asked about YouTube. So I told my aunt, I was like, yeah, you should try her. She was like, but I feel like I'm gonna get a bad experience because it always happens that way. The one thing I will give this girl is I will say this. You know, that's not okay. But you did do 3 people's hair. You slayed all 3 of us. In like 4 hours, from 12 to 4. But if you just did one person, you could have just been out probably a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess she was rushing to go to Igloo, so that was that. I'm gonna curl my hair and I'm gonna do the edges last. But it's just not okay because it's like I came at my right time to stop overbooking their clients. So today's curling wand is gonna be from EAP Heat. It's one of their new titanium curling irons. It's actually amazing. I ended up referring my aunt. My aunt made the appointment and stuff with her. Again, could barely get her to even respond back. And this is me giving you new business even after you basically didn't even give me good business. Basically, she had my aunt sitting there for about an hour. I guess when she was trying to reach out to her to ask like, hey, where are you, whatever. I guess she was getting food or something, but you literally had a whole fucking client just sitting there for a whole, like, that is just so not okay. And then you guys stylists get mad when people be bashing them. Like, it's not even about, like, it's just the fact that it didn't have to get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do your part. That's your job. Like, you signed up to be a hairstylist, but you cannot treat people the way you want to treat people and expect to continuously get business. So yeah, then she gets there. My aunt's like, hello. Like, she was gonna then leave. But I guess right before she was about to leave, the girl walked in and was like, oh, well, I can't do your hair anyways because the condition of your hair. I'm very happy that I had the talent of being able to do my own hair. But for the people that can't do their own hair, it sucks. That's just unacceptable. And I've only been to 3 stylists down here. 2 of them I loved a lot. So there's also this thing that people are doing that I know about. So, like, you know how you put a deposit down for when you're about to, like, get your hair done or a service done or whatever, right? Apparently, there's this, now stylists are starting to do this thing where you put a deposit down, but the deposit does not go towards your hairstyle. It goes towards, it's just for you to lock in your spot. Like, what the fuck? Like, stuff like this just make me be like, yeah, no. And don't get me wrong. Before I even go into reading what people wrote, I completely agree with stylists having their rules. I think stylists should have their rules. Should you have 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 paragraphs of ridiculous rules? No, you shouldn't, because have your rules, have your standards, have your boundaries. Not complaining about it. I just think sometimes the amount is just crazy, and certain things that are being asked for are ridiculous. Like, come with your hair blow dried, come with your hair braided, come with your hair washed, come with your hair, not for braids, I understand. But all those things are just things where it's like, huh? No. Now, the no children part, I get that. You would think, like, me getting a silk press, you're gonna wash my hair already, right? No. In order to get a silk press, that's like the name of the service. But to get it washed is an extra price added on. It's like, I want a silk press. That's the end result. But in order to get that, or in order to feel like I'm actually getting a hair service and my hair is being treated, I gotta add this. Just simple things. It's just like, back in the day, they didn't charge for this. They just charged for a silk press. Like, why are we breaking it down so much to the point where it just sounds like, huh? No. Now, if you're getting a deep condition and stuff, I'm used to always paying for that extra, like when I go to Dominicans, but a basic wash should be included into a silk press. Like, some of them are saying come with your hair already washed, and then it's like, if I come in with my hair already washed, how is my silk press gonna be as silky as it would if you were to wash it? Like, it's just stupid shit like that. Doesn't seem enthusiastic about meeting me. I just said that. And servicing me, not welcoming. They're not personal anymore. So, and again, like, I'm not saying, because I know somebody else did DM me and they were saying like how they had a rule where the person couldn't talk. And again, some people talk your head off. I get it. But to actually make that a rule. Now, her excuse was because of COVID, but I'm like, to be honest, if Dry Bar could just fucking do like the way I want my hair done, because I went there one time and I had a silk press and I was like, what? If Dry Bar knew how to do, like, I guess more commercial companies or places knew how to do black hair, I would just honestly go to them every 2 months, get my little deep condition and my steam treatment, and call it a day. Yeah, I'm curling my hair so wrong right now on this side. I'm supposed to be curling it going back, but I'm curling it like my own way. I'm gonna let the curl sit, actually. I don't even know what kind of part I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the curl sit, and then I'm gonna focus on the edges. I really want to do this hairstyle glueless. Atlanta's just crazy in itself, so your experience will always be interesting. But I would say New York got some crazy experiences, because I know, been there, done that. And so I would love to hear you guys' point of view. I really wish we had like you know how in the Bronx you got the Dominicans, or just in New York period. I really wish we had the Dominican salons down here in Georgia, and we do, but I'm not paying $80 for a $20 washing set. Not happening. But there are Dominican salons here. I'm just not familiar, and I always hear like the comparison between a New York salon, Dominican salon down here versus the one in the Bronx is no comparison. So I'm not gonna experiment. Clip your hair back. I don't want my edges to flap up in the wind. I'm just pulling out like enough. I'd rather more than too little. Obviously, we're not going to use all of this, but I'm going to be using my best friend, Mr. Mousse. And so squirt it a lot. And we're going to basically like put a lot of mousse underneath the wig. Oh. This much. And it dries clear, so don't worry about that. You just want the mousse to like lay down, like lay the lace down. That's the whole goal. Now you're gonna take your headband, and I'm just gonna make this as tiny as possible because we only really want it. And you're gonna have to put it over your ears. So don't do it too tight because you don't want it to like make your ears go numb. And sometimes what I do, because I find that heat and mousse go very well, helps to definitely keep the style. It's like I kind of treat it like setting foam. All right, let me perfect this part because I don't know what's happening over here. But yeah, I definitely get both sides of the industry. I get the customer side and I get the hair stylist side. I get it. Not discrediting any stylist or just saying, but I just feel like you can't want to be treated amazing by certain clients when you're treating majority of your clients like shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's only for the ones that actually do that, like that actually have done that. Like that girl did my hair. I'm sorry, you treat your clients like shit. Oh my god, can we talk about the pricing? You would think that this hair is going to be morphed into my scalp, but the way these prices are, like, I respect the hustle, I respect the grind, okay? But $500 for a basic stone. And then I think also what's messing it up is the popularity. So stylists being popular, obviously everyone goes to people based off, a lot of people go to people based off of their numbers on Instagram. Like, oh, he got more followers so he must be popping, or she got more followers so I'm sure she could this. But a lot of the times the people that got the most followers, not me, be the ones that be doing people dirty. So that was all for my rant today. I'm gonna try to do more get ready with me's and talk to you guys just because I got a lot to say. No, I'm getting really tired of just doing straight up videos where I just do tutorials. Like, I feel like videos like this are more exciting, and then if you guys have any questions I can answer it down below. But that's pretty much my insight on the hair industry and how things are. Like, let me know what you guys think. Like, do you guys, like, is it like, do you feel the anxiety when it comes time to book your appointment? Have you had any awful experiences? Anything? Like, let me know. I'm just curious because I feel like we're not alone here. And then I feel like, you know, I don't want anyone to get defensive. I want to open up the floor to you guys. So this is for stylists to voice, you know, what kind of customers they've had, and this is also for customers to voice what kind of hairstylists they've had, because I just feel like it's just, you know. So anyways, again, this hair is from OMGHERHAIR. I'll give like a little 1-minute review about it, and it is textured. I do have a very hot curling iron, so I would say if you are going to curl this hair, it does hold the curl. Yes, I put hairspray in it, but before I did, I'm about to leave now and it's raining again. It does hold the curl very well. I will say, if you are using a curling iron, hot comb, any heating tools, do not put it on the highest heat. It does have a little bit of a smell when you do. You're burning the hair technically, and it is yucky. So you don't want to put your tool on the highest heat because it's gonna burn it and give it that weird smell. So I had to turn mine down. But this side, for some reason, I need to get my flat iron and I'm being too lazy to get it. But for the most part, I like the hair. I'm gonna probably just have this one sitting down somewhere just so that I can use it for the moments when I don't want to wear a wig, because it feels very light on my head and I love that about it. The edge control that I am using, and this might be too bright, but it's from the company Curls. I got it when I was in Dubai from the Pink Girl Retreat. So it is amazing. I will say check it out. Over here looking kind of shiny, so I'm gonna have to probably comb out some of that hairspray. You know what it is too? I sprayed the hairspray too close. Learned that from Ka. Don't spray too close. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.